What's up, guys? I just completed this reno. I'm gonna take you back to what it was before and show you the afters. I actually purchased this home sight unseen. I was not able to see it before I purchased it. Come on. Not too good. When I first rode by this home, I was not able to look at the inside because it was occupied, so I looked at it from the roadside. All that I saw was brick all the way around it. It had a big tree in the front that was completely covered. I thought, this looks like a solid home, and I purchased it that way. But boy, was I surprised when I opened the door and I found something on the inside that completely changed the reno on this home. So y'all come on, we're gonna take a look around the exterior of the home first and then work our way in. So on the outside, I ended up coming in, I put a fresh coat of paint all the way around the home, installed brand new windows in it, and then the roof was in Fowler shape. We installed a new roof on it. So this area right here, there was a huge tree. The whole side of this home was covered. So I had my tree guy come in here and completely cut it out. And again, back to when I first saw this home, I didn't quite realize the amount of wood rot I had up here because it was all covered up with a big tree. Back here, there were 3 big trees, overgrown. It was just completely covering up this back porch. After some thought, I thought I may try to rebuild this porch. But after looking at it more, I realized for this to look the way I want it to look, I'm gonna have to completely tear it out, get rid of the trees. So I actually extended the deck out a little bit, completely rebuild it. So on this side of the home, this home is pretty closely positioned to the neighbor, so I ended up throwing a privacy fence right up all the way down to offer some more privacy to this lot here. Now y'all come on, now for the inside. So when I first entered this home, I thought, not too bad. There was actually a wall right here in the center of the room, and I thought, you know what? I've got to open that up. I've got to modernize that. I've got to make it a more modern floor plan. So I did just that. I talked to my guy. I had the wall removed. We sturdied it up in the attic. So this was a 70s home. These cabinets were really dated. It had the old grooves in them, so I thought I have got to replace the cabinets in this kitchen. I've went about it 2 ways sometimes. Sometimes I'll come in, I'll reface the cabinets and paint them, but I've realized sometimes I spend about as much money doing that as if I just put new cabinets in. So on this one here, I decided to just rip out all the cabinets and put brand new cabinets in so it looks fresh and brand new. There was a lot of work that caught me by surprise right in here in the laundry room. I actually had to tear all of this out, had to enter some new studs in the walls, shore this back up, completely redo the laundry room. I was not expecting this. Now, let me take you to the worst part of this reno, what I was not expecting, what I was hoping it wasn't. Sometimes I talk about purchasing a home sight unseen and being badly surprised. This was one of those. So y'all come on. When I came in here, the door was closed. It had an X on it with duct tape, almost as if they weren't using the bathroom. To my surprise, when I opened the door, the toilet over here had completely sunk down in the tub. And I thought, oh my gosh, what have I got into? So what I thought was a solid brick home was not a solid brick home. I had floor issues, a good bit of floor issues. So I had to have my guy come in here, install new studs, install new floor covering, and completely redo it. Now, this wasn't it. There was a big piano that sat here. And over time, because of the subfloor, it had caused the floor to sag down. So I had to have my guy come in here. He had to cut a big square out, install new floor joists, and then come back over it with new subfloor. All of this amounted to thousands of dollars that I was not expecting to spend. So at this point, what I thought may be a good buy came more to a point of, I just hope I break even or make a few bucks on this one. But back to this bathroom. Now that we got all the subfloor done, I thought I want to add a double vanity in here. I want to make this more usable for the guest bedrooms. So I came in here, we installed a double vanity. I love carpet in the bedrooms. It gives it a more homey feel. And then LVT flooring throughout the rest of the home. So that's just what I did. This was one of those homes that I was not greatly happy about when I opened the door. This was one of those homes that for your do-it-yourselfers, your first flippers, you want some money put back. Because if you get into one like this, it could be your first and your last flip. Final thoughts, overall, I would say I am glad I purchased this home. Why? Because everything I did was a learning experience. Even though I know the profit margins are tight and I don't have it sold yet, but with where I am at in it, I know there will not be much of a profit margin. But I know, as I said, this was a learning experience. I take this one and I learn from it. I budget better in the future. This house right here is what gave me the idea of how to name my show. Aaron's Risky Renos. Risky Renos. Why? Because these are the ones that are risky. These were the ones that will put you out of business if you do not manage them right. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about flipping houses. So that's a part of it. I am ready to get on to the next one and do better on the next one. And something else, this is how I look at it. Sometimes it's a numbers game. You just gotta do a lot of them. And you're gonna have good ones and you're gonna have bad ones. And you've gotta calculate your risk in a way that you have a lot more good ones than you have bad ones. If you do it that way, you're on your way to being successful in whatever you do, not just the house flipping business.